Uranium-235 and uranium-238 are both what we call the isotopes of uranium. It is the same element, the same metal that we are talking about, but the only difference has to do with the number of neutrons. So U-238 has 3 more neutrons as compared to U-235. And again, it is the U-235 that has all the uses that we have listed above here. And so what happens is that scientists would have to find a way of isolating the U-238 so that they can have only the U-235. Now that is what we call uranium enrichment. So it is the process where we are going to try as much as possible to isolate the U-238 so that we are left with only uranium-235. And in order to do this, we have to first of all gasify it, simply because atoms move faster in the gaseous state than in the solid state. So we have to first of all convert it into a gas. After we have converted the solid uranium into the gaseous state, we now take it through what we call a centrifuge. The centrifuge is supposed to spin these whole particles or these whole atoms in the uranium and separate them into the 2 isotopes so that we have the U-238 separate from the U-235. The separation has to do with their masses. So U-238 is slightly heavier than U-235. How do we get to know the difference between the two of them? The U-238 is slightly heavier because it has 3 extra neutrons as compared to the U-235. And so in the centrifuge, the separation is done so that the lighter ones will assemble at one part, the heavier ones will also assemble at one part. When the separation is done, then we can pick out the very few U-238s that we are able to get. This process is practically very difficult because singling out the atoms requires a lot of accuracy and precision. And so once again, they run the process for about 1,000 times. And after each process, they single out the U-238 that is left. And once again, this is what you call uranium enrichment. And so at the point where you have half of the uranium as U-235 and half of the uranium as U-238, then we can say that you have done 50% enrichment.